All right, we are live, or I'm live at least.
It should be live. No one said anything, but it says I'm live.
Um, Mine doesn't say I'm live, and oh, I gotta make it public. I made an oopsie. I clicked go live, but the visibility is unlisted. Save.
Oh, all right. People are talking. Okay. Took a minute.
I should be live now, or not. I am not a professional.
Everyone.
Well,
Christian, what's up, BC? Bailey Zappi should be number one overall. He unironically might be the best QB if he was in this draft. All right. Well, I think everyone can read. It's our yearly mock draft. We're doing it on YouTube this time. Do you want to get going?
well, I mean, I don't really need to go into too much detail. I mean, it's Cam
Yeah.
Ward.
Oh, by the way, everyone, he has odds, so 1-3, except for the Bills pick because he wanted that. And I have evens, which I'm sure you see where that takes us with the first five. But yeah,
Yep, so yep, I'll draft Cam Ward.
man, yeah, we were just talking. I don't know if I want to let my bias take over here because I genuinely think, as I just said to him, that they really should take a QB. I don't know why you'd want to run it back with any of those. You know what? I'll be I'll be a humble man. I won't fall victim to my bias. I don't think they should take Abdul Carter. Two edge rushers with a roster like that doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm gonna go Travis Hunter.
Wow, I'm surprised you did it. Okay.
I didn't want to, but I don't know.
Hmm.
They seem adamant on not taking a QB. I don't know how many years they're gonna run back to Sean Watson.
Okay. I mean, so far this is matching my personal mock perfectly. So yeah, with three, I'm just gonna go with Abdul Carter. I mean, it's the best player on the board, and you can't draft a QB when you just got Russ and Jameis. It
Yeah,
just doesn't make sense.
I know. From a Pats fan perspective, the only hope right now is Browns because the Giants literally signed two, and I don't trust the Browns to make a good decision. So I'm gonna get to the point that I've accepted, but I know is gonna happen tomorrow. Pats take Will Campbell.
All right, this pick is weird because in the past like
Yeah,
day
this is so weird.
leading into the draft, all I've seen is Mason Graham, and in the past day, I've seen nothing but Ashton Genty for some reason. I have no idea why.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like that, they do not need a running back. Man.
They don't need a running back. I've seen a little bit of McMillan, but I don't think they need. I don't see why you add McMillan. I mean, Brian Thomas is a good number one option. I mean, it's good to have more receivers, but you need D line. Mason Graham.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why they'd take anyone but him. And as a YouTuber personally, I pay a lot of attention to elements of the bad teams, and it is crazy how bad the Raiders' run game was. Like I know Ashton Jet, like it seems like it's not going to happen. Running backs don't go high as much anymore outside of Saquon, but that was obviously years and years ago now. But they had 1,300 rushing yards as a team. Loube doesn't look good at all. Obviously, Alexander Madison. People thought Zamir White would be a steal. It's not the worst roster you could have being this low. I think they got to go Genty. I can't see who else they'd go. I think it's just a great pick to try and get more of an offense going. So, yeah, we're just going to follow some mock drafts for the first six. I don't see who else it could be.
Wait, am I muted? In no. Uh-oh. No, I'm good. We're good. Um, but yeah, going back to what you just said about how it was like Zamir White or Madison, I find that funny just because for our 32 man, I ended up getting Madison in like the what 12th round, and I didn't think he was going to be useful at all. But I forget who, but my starting running back got injured, and every single week that I started Madison, he scored a touchdown, and I have no idea why. It was the weirdest thing ever. Just for
That
like,
was like the only thing he was good for. Like he's just not a good running back, but he could score if they're at the goal line. I guess.
all right, all right. So this is the first pick that isn't, you know,
Yeah, now it gets interesting. This is where we get made fun of.
hmm. I
I don't know what
mean,
I'd do. I'm so happy you have this pick. Honestly, I don't really know. I might have an idea for the Panthers, but yeah, this is the hardest top 10 pick in my opinion.
I mean, I feel like I'm leaning towards O-line just because I watched Rodgers kind of get decimated by the Bills defense this year, or at least in the second game he did. I feel like you have to strengthen that O-line more than anything. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with Membu.
That's fair.
Oh, by the way, so yeah, we're not doing any trades because we're not nerds.
Yeah. Hey, we're a day away and they haven't traded. Maybe they just won't. I mean, this has never happened. There's always a first time. And I'm going to continue to be mock draft piled. I don't see why they wouldn't do this. Like, Jalen Coker's cool, I guess. But, like, is it going to stop you from taking Ted McMillan? I don't think so. I think they're starting to build a pretty decent I don't say decent, but I don't know. They've made some good moves. I think giving Bryce Young a really good receiver as he started to get better, I think that's just perfect. We've seen what it does for all these QBs. And I think this is just a perfect chance to get him one and then build everything else in the late round. So I'm going with Tet. Oh, now you get the Saints pick.
Oh, do I do it?
That's
Hmm.
what I thought I had it for a second because I wasn't knowing math and I was gonna do it personally, and I just realized it's your pick.
If I'm being real, I just don't think Shador's a good QB. I don't think he's like a top 10 QB, but that's not how this works. There's QB needy teams. Hmm.
And you got the dudes on
I mean,
you got a few reporters and the Saints social media team, which I mean that admin didn't know anything. A lot of people hyping up this.
I mean, just thinking about it, I mean, if you're not gonna have Carr this year and your backup QB is God, who is it? Rattler? I feel like yeah,
Yeah,
you have to go with Shador, I feel like. If not, you trade
uh,
down. But for this, Shador.
that's the thing. Like a lot of people that are low on the QBs don't realize. Because I agree for being low on the QBs, but it's like these are all people. Like all these coaches have jobs, especially like the higher ranking ones. Like they can't just take a year off and tank. Like it's
Well, I
like
think
like
the Saints are a little different because it's Kellen Moore and it's his first year as a head coach, so he already has like 3 years of like complacency where he can kind of build a team
it's
like Dan Campbell did.
either. I mean, even like the GMs, all that. Like you know, you can't just like be like, yeah, whatever. We're not gonna be competitive this year. Like even if teams don't put the most sincere effort, um, you know, they still try. And sometimes it leads to reaching like that. Now this is interesting because I don't know if any of these other running backs are worth pulling like a I don't know.
I mean,
I'm looking
Gente's
at them.
just a different breed. I mean,
Yeah,
Omarion,
that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
If there's a trade up in the top 10, I really do think it's that because I don't know what else they do. I mean, like they kind of dress line. They got like three big linemen. Hard. This is gonna be definitely one of the picks people make fun of. I don't go offensive. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They addressed it what three times. They got two guards, two tackles. They got Booney, someone else, and then they got someone later in the free agency. Hmm. I don't know. This is they don't really need a tight end. They got Komet. Hmm.
Oh, if you're using PFF, they do have like a little analysis tool where you can see like what most fans or what most mockers are picking. It's like
Hmm.
right next to the trade button. I'm gonna try not to use that too much just because I want it to be a little unique. I
I
want my
look
opinion to be focused in here.
I'm gonna go with analysis here and go Walter. No, I really don't know if they don't trade up or nothing or Genki doesn't fall to them. I really don't know. So turn up your mic volume. What? How did my mic all of a sudden be quiet?
TK, your mic is off. I just
Is
pulled up
not
my
on.
chat because I heard them say that. Okay, going back to my chat.
All right, this should be better. I don't know why it took so long for you guys to say something. Let me know if that fixed it. Obviously, you're a little behind. But if you notice a difference after I said I fixed it, let me know. Anyways, 49ers pick.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, I mean, what does this team really need? I feel like they're kind of like, they're not average everywhere, but they have like a bunch of older superstars.
I was just about to say, there's a lot of people getting old.
Like, honestly, like, you could get anybody and it'd be a fine pick. Like, even though you have Fred Warner, is it a bad idea to get another linebacker? Maybe.
Mm.
Oh, I just got a donation in my chat. Thank you, Westbrook
This
Akine, for a
draft
$10
is
donation. Tell TK Shed I said hi.
tough.
Um, Man, this is tough. I don't know. I mean, let me look at linemen real quick. So, tackles and guards. I guess I'll go with Jade Barron. We haven't really gone corner yet.
Yeah, I've seen him flying up a lot of boards. I don't know if that's just Twitter hype or real. You know, this is kind of impulsive, but like Luther Burden dropped a lot. Like I feel like he was a consensus one, and he did have a down year in production, but I don't really see why. I think he's a pretty good target, and honestly, I can see the Cowboys going with him here. I don't know how many years in a row they're going to run back a ton of bums behind CD Lamb at receiver. I think they're going to, because as bad as Jerry is, he is pretty good at taking a skill position they need in the top. I'll give him that. I mean, they've hit on CD, they've hit on Parsons.
I mean, the past 3 years
Um,
has been very consistently just O-line because you went Tyler Smith, you went Tyler,
yeah,
I forget the other Tyler. They've gone back-to-back Tylers, but they were both not wide receivers.
this guy really wants Hampton. I don't know. Like, I'll be honest, I should just watch college football myself, but I'm starting to see people really not like Hampton.
You know, go
And I don't know. I can't see them taking him at 12.
honestly,
Like Dowdle's not the greatest, but I mean,
going back to the Tyler thing I just said, Tyler Warren is still available, so that would be the
yeah,
ultimate troll of just giving them another Tyler. But, you said Luther, right?
that
Just
would
so
be
I
funny. I mean, not I just say Schoonmaker. Ferguson's. I don't know. I don't think it's a person where it's like, okay, so my entire chat. Thank you for the donation. I have multiple people saying Amari and Hampton. Yeah, I don't agree with you guys. I'm gonna be. I'm sticking with Luther Burden. I know I might upset some people. Dowdle is a Panther. I meant I still don't regret it. I mean, like Javante Williams might be cooked, but I think they'll address it in the second or third round. I'm going with Burden.
all right. One of my chatters did not like that I sent Shador to the Saints, but I mean, it makes sense though. It makes sense. All right. So Dolphins, it's still unknown if Tyreek is going to play for that team, and just Matthew Golden is really spitting out to me because that could be a Tyreek replacement right there.
I've never heard anyone mock receiver for them yet. I'm not saying that's bad. It's just that's a first for me.
I just I feel like that's kind of their offensive game plan. I mean, you have Waddle and Hill, and Tua just makes the most out of those guys. And if you lose one of them, does Tua lose a lot of what makes Tua Tua?
People are really getting into it now. Now that we're having good prospects fall, like the first few picks, so it's like the consensus ones. It's just normal chats now. People are really getting into it. Some of my chat keeps saying Holland. They need a safety. People are saying Mike Green. It's funny. I mean, Malachi because they need a safety. QB? Who just said QB for the Dolphins? I don't like Tua, but geez, man.
It's not a bad pick. I mean, Quinn Ewers to the Dolphins, I could see that. All
I
right.
think they'll pretend to like him for another year. I don't think he'll win a Super Bowl with him, but I think Mike McDaniel will keep up the facade for another year.
Hmm. Is Jalen Ramsey still a Dolphin? I can't.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's like 80, but
that's what I'm saying. I feel like somebody left, but I'm not sure. Because I'm looking at Will Johnson now, but I see Matthew Golden. It's between Golden
yeah,
and
talking
Johnson.
about Holland, the safety, that's who they're saying left. Which Starks, yeah, I mean, I could see that happening.
Did not know Javon Holland left. Let me look at Malachi
He's on the
Starr.
Giants.
I guess I'll go with Will Johnson. I'll be safe and take a corner.
Hmm.
But I do think Golden might be a sleeper pick for them.
I don't know what to do with tight ends. Like, we know the Colts are taking a tight end. They've just been running back some mid ones for years. Johnny Woods, outside of MML, seems kind of decent, but he's always injured. Um, and I've started to see Colston Loveland go up people's boards instead of Warren. And I don't know what that's based on, but I kind of agree with it. So, I'm going to continue to not think for myself and go with Colston Loveland here. This is like, I feel like outside of the top 10, this is the most obvious pick. Whether it's Warren or Loveland, I think they're going tight end. I think it's like a pretty obvious thing.
You're picking Colston Loveland?
Yeah. No, I mean, if you've seen mock drafts lately, even like from the reporters, pretty much all of them have Loveland going above him now. They still got Warren in the first, but it's actually not that uncommon anymore.
Okay, that's maybe the first shock we. Okay, Loveland. Okay,
Well, yeah.
that one's an
I don't know.
interesting
We're
one.
getting interesting.
I
We're
thought
getting interesting.
I thought Warren was the consensus number one, so that
I
one
did too,
really
but
shocks
I've
me.
seen everyone say Loveland lately. If we did this like 3 days ago, I would have said Warren, but everyone's shifting towards him. And thank you, Akine again, who said Dolphins don't need receiver. They got Nick Westbrook, Akine. Falcons is interesting too.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of their team right now. I mean, outside of London, it's okay. So Mooney, so
Like
yeah,
Green's still available, and I think they're like second to last in sacks.
hmm,
Just to think about.
yeah, I'll go with Mike Green. Just keep it
Yeah,
simple.
I think my chat would have fought you if you didn't. Cardinals. Tio's gonna give me an earful if it's not someone he likes, and I don't know what to do here. I mean, you guard. I don't think you're gonna go guard this high. Obviously, Warren's gonna continue to fall. Need corner, really? Well, none of these corners are good enough, so that's not happening. Why? Why is everyone saying Jackson Dart to the Falcons? Come on, man. Um, D-line.
What am I saying?
Yeah, Cardinals are less predictable.
Oh, I could have trolled and like took a wide receiver with the Falcons pick. Skill
Right?
position, just kept
Yeah,
it
I know.
going.
I actually thought you were gonna go offensive skill position again for the beam. Um, I'm gonna go with Josh Simmons. I don't know why. I just have a feeling. Like, this is not one of the positional ones. I just feel like this is gonna happen, and I can't say why. So I'm doing that.
Okay. All right. Bengals, this is easy. O-line. You can't not go O-line here. Unless there's like a player that I
Oh,
don't know of. Hold up, let me
yeah,
see.
Kelvin Banks fallen so far.
Hmm.
That might have been a mistake. We still got Malachi Starks. That's funny.
All right, Kelvin Banks.
Yeah, probably should have had him go.
I'm gonna
Wow, I just took Josh Simmons over Kelvin Banks. I mean, honestly, I feel like every year there's like that one lineman that goes higher than people expect over like a consensus one, or really like any position in general. So that's gonna be my cope. Everyone wants Dart to go so bad. What is going on here? Is this like a new cult? Anyways, very. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna do it. The James Pierce fall that seemed like it was never gonna happen. He seemed top 10. I think it's gonna end here. The most Seahawks pick ever. They need edge. I got him going to Seattle.
Okay, so Buccaneers.
Jackson Dart for Atlanta. Bro, are you trying to crash out on Twitter again? I mean, you'd get another banger, but
I believe Levante David just retired or just left. Either way, that team needs linebackers, so Jihad Cable.
resign. Oh, okay. That was quick.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Just
have
seems
with
like a
him a few times.
it just seems like
I
a
have
Bucks
seen
pick.
I've seen Warren here so many times, and I don't. I like a month ago. I was like, they're taking one of the tight ends. Evan Ingram is not a scrub. Why is everyone saying Campbell? There are no Campbells left. But yeah, I do believe the hype. Another running back. I think they're going Travion Henderson. There was a literal Broncos player hinting at it. I know he doesn't like. I know he's not in the draft room, but they. I don't know. I just see it. I'm losing stock in Marion Hampton. They look like they like him. I'm doing it.
So you're picking
Travion.
Henderson?
Yeah, I've seen more people. I mean, not more, but I've seen people do Henderson instead of
Ins-
Hampton for the Broncos pick.
Okay then.
Nick's his ACL dart to back him up.
You just made a
Come
lot
on.
of you just made a lot of UNC and Scatabo fans kind of or Scatabo fans mad, but
Yeah,
I'll
West
respect the
Pride.
vision.
Before he fully shifted to dart, he kept saying Scatabo too.
I'm not gonna be dumb. I am not taking Jackson Dart.
Yeah, saying Monte David retired. No way. Ranson here, dude. Your skits are so funny. I've watched them. Keep it up, dude. I wasn't prepared to see you in here, but bro, your skits are so funny.
I was
They're like relatable too. Anyways, sorry, you can make your pick.
hmm.
Did you
Um
say it?
no, I'm thinking, but in this world, I didn't think that Omarion would fall this far, and I feel like Omarion might be the perfect pick just with Najee leaving.
Oh man, the dart train that's going on right now is going to lose a lot of hope.
I don't see there's quarterbacks that are first rounders and there's quarterbacks that aren't. And Jackson Dart, he is not. Omarion Hampton.
Okay. Speaking of Grant, he said Chargers need a QB. You know, I'm not sure about that one. I think they they're just going to pretend Quentin Johnston didn't happen. That like watching that playoff game outside of Lad, that was painful. I mean, even Quentin Johnston, who's obviously this usual scapegoat, he had a few drops, but Palmer's gone now, who wasn't amazing, but he was somewhat like you got to address receiver. And if you have Golden, Abuka on you, I think you got to go with one of them. So I'm going Matthew Golden.
All right, Matt Golden. I I cannot believe Tyler Warren's fallen this far.
Yeah, we
I
might have messed up. All right.
I have no idea how this happened. All right, so Packers. Haha, that's funny. Receiver, like that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah, they seem adamant on this room of like four wide receiver threes. It's like the Pats' old strategy. They couldn't do it with Rodgers. What would make you think, or what would make people think they're going to do it with Love? I'm not saying it's impossible. That's just me.
See, I see Egbuka. I think that's how you say his name. It just
I'm pretty sure.
makes so much sense to go with him. But I'm not gonna take him out of spite. So I'm gonna go with
Yeah, it's not them.
I'll go with Donovan. I don't know how to say that name. Just
I was
Donovan.
gonna say, look, I've never heard that name pronounced. I can run it now. I'm not going running back. Ooh, well, DB's in the needs, and I'm gonna try to nullify the damage we had. Starks falling this far. I don't know. Oh, wow. This is just an interesting board we have. Grant, Walker, and Starks.
You know, I
But
saw like Jalen Walker in the top 10 for a lot of mocks, and we're at 24
I've
right now.
yeah, I've seen him like the Pats, but Warren too, obviously. Harrison Smith. It's a very not well kept secret. This is probably his last season, and I think they need more DBs in general. So this is the end of one slide that we ended up doing, nullifying some damage. Starks to the Vikings.
Okay. Let me just look at the
I'm
Texans
actually
roster
so
real quick.
excited for these comments because obviously there's only like 50-ish people watching total. Everyone else is gonna react to the first time tomorrow. It's gonna be brutal.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I can't mock that. That just doesn't make sense. They have Dalton Schultz. I can't do that. I see receiver. I don't know why. I mean, I know that Tank Dell's leg is kind of paced now,
All I'm
but
saying is going to Ohio State. They've seemed to make Stroud happy a lot.
did Shroud play with Amika? I mean, it's been like 2 years now.
I think so. I'm not positive. I think he did.
I mean, that O line was pretty bad last year, but do I really
Oh
take
yeah.
like Greg Zabel or someone? Um, I don't want to take receiver. It doesn't make sense to me. I mean, you have Nico Collins. What you have what's left of Tank Dell.
It's crazy.
I feel like Tank Dell might have a good comeback player of the year arc, but
I've
maybe I'm
never
just
played with him. Oh wow. I could have sworn I've seen like a touchdown or two. I guess not. Okay, so that answers our question.
yeah, I'll go with Gray Zabel.
Yeah, I've seen him around this range too. See, I don't know. I mean, I like Tyler Higbee. He's getting old. But you know what? I feel like if you're the Rams here and you have a tight end that much better than current day Higbee fall to you, you got to end the fall. So I'll hit him with little Tyler Warren. That is unbelievable. We had him go 26, but I could see it happening.
All right, for the Ravens. Now, I don't know if Justin Tucker is going to be on the team next year, but let's start looking at some kickers.
I did think of something. Everyone thought we were maniacs when we had Jermaine Johnson fall that one year, and it did happen. So it's not impossible.
And now he's both of our nightmares, or at least Josh
Yeah,
Allen's. But
he is pretty good.
all right, so let me think. Um,
More excited to make this now with the way this has turned out than like if we had an actual like more common one. Like Starks and Warren at 24 and 26 is so funny.
ooh, which that's funny. There's two Texas A&M edges, and they're both they're right next to each other.
Oh, yeah. You see that?
Okay, well, PFF says that Nick's better. The people are saying Shamar is better, so it's really a coin. It's a coin toss or coin flip. Um, I don't know, Shamar. His name's cooler.
I sound like a broken record, but I think a team with the Lions obviously it was injuries, but with the way their defense ended up shaping out, I think they would more than gladly end up taking Kenneth Grant falling right to them. So I'm going to go with him, and that could be a lethal duo for the NFC.
All right. Well, next two picks are going to be doubled up.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I am upset that you just took Kenneth Grant because that is who I want the
I
Bills to get.
remember you saying you wanted him to fall to him.
There's like the
I
way
almost
players I want the Bills to get, and Kenneth Grant is number one. So that's really actually no, there is another one, but either way, let me do the Commanders pick. Hmm, I can't be biased. I can't let my bias. No,
you're gonna eliminate the player you want.
it makes so much sense. Oh, that
Hey, I
hurts.
did. I had to. I did. I took the sacrifice with the Patriots. I'm not saying you have to, but I could have had them take Shadur, but I didn't.
Hmm, I don't want to do this because like he's so much worse in hindsight.
On the bright side, we got 4 picks left, and I haven't said Troy Franklin's a cornerback this year. Hopefully, I don't do that to any other players again. That'd be awful.
All right, I'm just gonna look at their roster real quick. I'm gonna hyper analyze this. Who in the hell are you? Okay, that helps me a lot. All right, we're going edge here. Nick Scorton.
Okay.
And Bills. So the player I wanted, or one of them fell to me. So I can be happy about that. So yeah. Um yeah, so for like
Walker.
for what I want the Bills to get, it's either Nick Emenawari, Trey Amos, or Kenneth Grant or Maxwell Hairston. So
Oh,
it's really between Emenawari or Amos. I hope it's not Amos. I might be.
I mean, it was Adrian Amos. Oh, actually, I don't know. Who do you think the Saints will select? We had them taking Shadur, so I kind of agree with it. That's what I was gonna do.
Hmm. Honestly, safety is not our worst position. I mean, Rapp and DeMar had a great year, and corner is. I saw what Kyer Elam did against the Chiefs with Trey Amos.
How? I did not realize the man worry was that low. But yeah. Anyways, Trey Amos.
Oh, if I've been saying his name wrong.
I might be saying it wrong. I'm not. I am notoriously bad at names. Chiefs. Hmm.
All right, well, the last two picks are yours.
I have not thought about the Chiefs a lot. Hmm. Honest. I think we know what I want to do with the Eagles, even if it doesn't make sense, for two reasons. One of them being the logo you can see on the screen. But do the Chiefs try to screw them over? Is the question. Hmm. You're saying Ben Morrison. I don't think they need corner, do they? I don't know. Dart to KC. All right, yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm doing Omar Norman Lott. I think he's a little underrated. And then everyone wonders how the Eagles pull this off every single year. And it's another Georgia dude. Jalen Walker somehow just falls in their laps. So there you have it. Omar Norman Lott and Jalen Walker.
Well, this is this is certainly a
I
mock
am
draft of all
so
time.
excited to make this a video. This genuinely might be our weirdest or worst, or maybe it'll work. I don't know. This is funny.
I don't know how certain things went the way it did. Like your thought process and stuff is just I don't want to say weird, but
Oh, you can
I don't
say it. It is
I
weird.
don't know a single person that said Travion was above Omarion. I don't know anyone who's saying that Colston Loveland's above Tyler
I've,
Warren.
I've seen Colston a lot and Travion a decent amount, but
Maybe
I'm I'm not backing down from that Colston one. I've been seeing that.
okay, maybe I'm just not chronically online enough to see all these mock drafts.
That's true. I've been on Twitter a lot lately. I don't know why. It's not good for the brain, but it's okay. Normally, when I make controversial videos, I'm like scared, but I don't know. I want to see people roast us for this. This is gonna be so funny.
I mean, no matter what, we're gonna get like at least one pick right. So that's all that matters. Unless the
Yeah.
Titans do the unthinkable, but they're not going to.
Mm.
There's
It start the top eight could easily the top nine could easily happen, and then it just falls apart. I could see Cowboys. I could see Dolphins.
I mean, we still don't even know what like any of the trades that happened because I've seen a mock trade between the for the Giants at 3 because like do the Giants really need Abdul Carter if they get enough of a haul for it?
Yeah, I could honestly. Maybe this is one of the years we see like a top whatever pick get traded.
Because yeah, it was the Bears trading up to a 3 to get Ashton Genty, which trading up for a running back that just sounds dumb, but it is Genty.
Mhm. Yeah, I could see it.
TD Productions, not a fan of Nolan to the Bears. I didn't make that pick, so it's not my fault.
I don't know. I kind of panicked with no um Genty because I was like, wow, I really haven't thought of what they do. They don't trade up. So yeah, that's where things started to go south. Could have been a lot more normal if we swapped picks because you would have took Warren on the Colts. You probably would have took Hampton. I don't think I would have went running back with Steelers. So I might have, even though like it was even, I think I might have sabotaged a little bit with the order of the picks I had.
I mean, if we were switched, I feel like I would have I feel like I would have drafted Tyler Warren to the Cowboys, but not just for memes, but I do think they could use a tight end.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Ferguson's good, but I can see that. All right. Well, I think that might be it.
Yeah, no, a nice little 30-minute stream, right into the
Yeah.
point.
So actually, I'm obviously you guys don't know. For those that are still here, we are going to do our reaction tomorrow. You can see me. I can't even say crash out when we take gamble because I've accepted it, but or you can see me have like the happiest day of my life if someone trades up and takes QB. I'll, I still kind of have some hope for some reason, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. But getting to react to a high pick is live. I'd prefer to be good, but it gives me something to be excited for in April. So yeah, that's about it from me.
Yep, same. So thank you all for stopping by. I'm gonna end the stream here.
All right, peace.